What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and today we're going to be talking about level 3 control points and how to complete them. Now, the build I'm going to be using is going to be the last PvP build that I just posted on my YouTube channel. So if you guys are wondering what build I'm using, so to get level 3 control points, you need to do two things before they turn into level 3. You need to complete 2 activities that are tied to that control point. So the first activity I'm going to attack is the supply transportation. It was connected to the control point by a little red line, so that's how you can tell what activities are tied to that control point. So you just need to do activities that are tied to that control point, and that's going to raise the alert level of that control point. Now, the great thing about doing these side activities, are super easy and you don't have to really worry about dying too much. As long as you play a little bit smart, you'll be able to complete them fairly easy. Now, once you kill the last NPC, it should give you the notification at the very top that you completed whatever it was. This one was resource convoy intercepted, and then after that you'll get the notification that says alert level increased. And now you can see it says level 2. If we go look at the control point, there's a 2 on there, and now we just have to do the next activity that is going to level it to level 3, which is this public execution. Once you finish that second activity, which mine was a public execution, I'll get the notification hostage saved, and then after that I get alert level increase. So now the control point is at a level 3, and now we can go attack that control point. And this is where the tips and tricks begins for that control point. The first thing I recommend doing is head to the closest safe house. That way you can refill on ammo, because level 3 control points, especially solo, are going to use a lot of ammo. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to head to the safe house, we're going to grab some ammo, and then we're going to head to the control point. Now, my tips for completing any control point is use your allies. Make sure you call them in. If they're already attacking the control point, it makes it a little bit easier, but stay at a distance. So what I usually like to do with any build I'm using, whether I'm solo or playing in a group, I try to stay at distance, and then that way I can see where all the NPCs are coming from. My biggest thing that I see a lot of people do wrong is they get in the middle of the battle. So like if I would push a little bit forward, these NPCs can start flanking to my right. Like this guy, he tried to go to my right, but I was so far back. You can see I'm still on the outskirts, and now I can control the environment, right? I can control the enemies, I can focus them. Definitely hit your shots. I was missing a lot of shots. My aim wasn't on today, so that kind of slowed this down. But control points are pretty simple, and if you're using the build that I showed you guys in the previous video, you guys can complete. I had a lot of people say, yo, Skills, your build doesn't work. It won't work in level 3 control point. There's no way you're getting kills. And I completed a level 3 control point with the same exact build. This is my PvE build, and this is the build that I'm using. So if you guys are looking for a build to use, this build will work. Just hit your shots. I missed a lot of shots during this video, in the making of this video. So remember, there's going to be more than one wave. So just try to keep track of where your NPCs come from, because sometimes they have a second spawn, and that can be the difference between you getting melted and you getting shot. So I almost got caught pushing too far forward. So this isn't something you want to do right here. What you want to do is you want to stay a little far back, but there is an NPC up top, so I was trying to rush him to finish him off. He ended up coming down, so I was able to finish off that NPC. And then now I'm trying to use my friendlies to my advantage. So I know that there's some to my right, but look, they just spawned behind me, so I'm trying to get into a better position. You see how they start spawning behind you? This is where you can die a lot, like if you're not paying attention to where the NPCs are spawning at. But besides that, man, if you can just focus the NPCs before they have a chance at focusing you, if you can stay in cover and make sure you stay at a distance, there's no way they should be able to kill you before you kill them. They spawn again inside that building, and look what the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push away. I'm gonna push away so that way I have some distance between me and the NPCs. My recommendation is if you can knock out the red ones before you hit the gold ones, do that. Now if you can't, then focus the gold ones first. But the red enemies are going to go down a lot faster, right, because they have no armor. So if you can focus those red enemies first, they hit just as hard as the gold enemies. So taking them out helps you, and then definitely helps you clear the battlefield. Like this, see, the red enemies hit me, I finish him off. Now I can focus on the gold enemy. So now once I focus him, we finished it. So we have the control point cleared. Now it's not over. Now you need to defend the control point. So there's always waves. There's clear the objective, so clear the control point, and then it's defend the control point. I feel that defending the control point is always a little bit easier to do than capturing the control point. So once you capture the control point, you should be good to go. Just get in a good position. That NPC decided to teleport on me, so he almost got me. I don't know what happened there. So I'm going to use a med kit to heal up, and then I'm going to play a little bit more careful. Now, one tip I'm going to tell you guys, if you guys are stacking way too much damage to elites, drop it down a little bit, because when you guys do fight these purple guys or those red guys, they're a little bit easier to kill when you stack some weapon damage or you stack some crit chance, crit damage, because you're going to hit harder on them too. Now, the damage to elites works great on those golden named enemies, and control points has quite a few of them, but not all of the enemies that are coming out of control points are going to be damage to elites. So like that guy right there, he's gold. So the 84% damage to elites I have stacked on my build with the weapon damage, with the crit chance, crit damage, is going to benefit me. So once I finish him, he goes down pretty quick, and then I just have to keep defending, stay in a good defensive position, and then just watch where the enemies are coming from. There's usually 1 to 2 waves before you get another boss. So you'll hear enemy leader detected. Now that is the final wave that you're going to get for defending the control point. So once you finish off this enemy leader, you will secure the control point. So we just need to clear the area. So this is the final wave. Got one guy rushing me to the right, finished him off, and then the enemy leader is to my left. So I believe this is the final 2 guys. I have 1 guy in front of me, and then I have a purple guy to my right. So let's just finish this guy off real quick. One tip I would recommend is using the chem launcher and the turret, because the turret helps lay down a suppressive fire, and a lot of times it will suppress the enemy, giving you an opportunity to heal and get into a better position or reload or whatever you need to do. That's what's great about the turret, because in level 3 control points, they do hit hard. See how they start to flank you, so you just got to be careful. I'm watching my armor. So that damage to elites helps neutralize the enemy pretty quick. And then we just have the purple enemy. I'm just waiting for him to pop his head up. And as soon as he pops his head up, there we go. It is complete. Now what sucks about when I completed this checkpoint, I didn't get a blueprint because for some reason it bugged out on me. There was like a little bug where I didn't get the blueprint. So level 3 gives you those rare blueprints you want, and then also I didn't have access to the supply room because it kept saying that they were attacking the control point, but it was already clear. So that's the only thing that sucked about this. But I'm gonna show you one that I cleared and then I got a reward. So I just finished this control point right here, and then you're gonna get the notification, Navy Plaza captured, and then if you look, blueprint, loud vent break 9mm. So you get these rare blueprints from doing control points at level 3. So you have to follow the process of getting it to level 3 and then completing it. They're pretty easy to do by yourself. I feel like they get a little bit harder once you start adding more and more players to your group. If you guys have any questions or you guys need any more tips on completing these level 3 control points, let me know in the comment section. The build that I am using, I'll put a link to it in the description, that way you guys can see, but it's the first video right before this one. So it's my PvE build that I've been using all at World Tier 4. Now once I get into World Tier 5, I'll start working on some other PvE builds, but for now this is my go-to. This is what I'm gonna hit the Stronghold's Tidal Basin with, and then hopefully it works out for me. Don't forget to smash a thumbs up if you found this video useful, and as always, if you're new to my channel, first time watching a video, hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, so when I release a video you guys get notified. Thank you guys again for all the support. Remember, if you don't see me in Dark Zone, if you don't see me in Conflict, if you don't see me doing PvE, it's only a matter of time. Nothing but skills out.